In this lesson, I want to talk about perimeter and the area of parallelograms. Now, a parallelogram is a four-sided shape where we have the two opposite sides are equal and parallel. So if I just draw any two equal sides and join them together, the corners, I've constructed quite an accurate parallelogram. Take a second to subscribe and turn on bell notification if it helps you understand this topic, and support me with a like and a comment. Thank you. Now, when you look at the parallelogram, I want you to think of railway lines. Railway lines with the parallelogram could be going along this way or that way. So let me extend these, because in order to find, first of all, the perimeter, you want a dimension here and a dimension here. For sake of argument, say we have 12 centimeters here, and that would be 6 centimeters. So perimeter would be 2 lots of 12 and 2 lots of 6. So 12 plus 12 plus 6 plus 6, which is the distance around the shape. That's 24 and 12, that's 36 centimeters, the perimeter. That's very, very simple. When it comes to do the area, we need to pick one of the sides as our base. So say for sake of argument, I'm using one of the sides, so this side here is my base, which I call it the section of the railway line. I need that dimension, and I need to multiply this by the length of the railway sleeper. So if I extend these sides, the length of the railway sleepers are the line which are perpendicular to both lines. These could be put anywhere. Just think of railway lines. And these are called the height. This is called the base, and these are called h for the height. So these are h, the length of railway sleepers. Now, area equals base times height, or for short is B times H. So by replacing B as 12, H I need to give you. Say H is 5 centimeters. These are all same values. Times by 5, that makes 60 centimeters squared. Now, my question is, what if I use that as my base? If that was my base, what would the height or the distance between the two parallel lines would be? So let's go and highlight my new base now. This is my new base. So my railway lines are going this way. So let me extend. So and I need the length of railway sleeper between those two parallel lines. So the orange base goes with the orange height. You can put it anywhere as long as it's perpendicular to both lines, both parallel lines. So that would be the new height for this base. And my question is, what would that be? What is the value of this height? Well, the area of the parallelogram hasn't changed. So this base times this height must still be equal to 60. Base times height, we know it's 60. Base was 6. Height, I'm trying to find. Therefore, h would be 60 divided by 6. That would be 10 centimeters. Okay, let me just create another question. Okay, now a new question. I'm going to turn the orientation of the parallelogram a bit different. What I do, I draw two equal lines, and because I'm using the lines of the paper and they're parallel, so I can get quite an accurate parallelogram. That's all you have to do. All right. Now, I'm going to give you certain dimension. Say this side of the parallelogram is 8. And the height. So I imagine that these are my railway lines, and the height would be a line which is perpendicular. I can do it either inside the shape or outside the shape, as long as you have 90 degrees. Say this is now 12 centimeters. So area, as we've already explained, is base times height. That I call the base, and that would be my height. Base is a section of railway line, and the height is the size of the railway sleeper between the railway lines. So area equals base, which is 8, times height, which is 12, which is 96 centimeters squared. Now, what if I now gave you the size of the next side of the parallelogram, this one, and say this is 16 centimeters. Question is, what would be the height if this is the base? So what would be the length of the railway sleeper here? So I'm trying to draw 90 degrees. So that's my railway sleeper for this set of parallel lines. So that's a section of railway line going this way, and this is the length of the railway sleeper between them. So here, if this is base, then this would be my height. And my question is, how much is this height? Well, for this section here, I already know the area. Area, base times height. Area is 96. The area hasn't changed. It's the same parallelogram. The base is 16 and the height to be found. So I'm going to divide both sides by 16. So h is 96 over 16. So h equals 6. So you can see that 6 times 16 give me the same answer as 8 times 12. 8 times 12, 96, and 6 times 16, also 96. Now, the next lesson would be, I'll be talking about the perimeter and the area of rhombus. I'll be happy if you like the content of this video. If you have any questions regarding this or any other topics, please leave a comment and I will respond as soon as I can. Till next lesson, bye.